Hey everybody, Claire here, and today I am so excited to share with you one of my favorite vintage cookbooks. I have gone through my whole kitchen and pulled together my favorites, and when I say favorites, there's different reasons for why it would be a favorite. The recipes are amazing, the author's voice is fabulous, and sometimes it's just because I love the book, the way it's made, the end pages, the little hand-drawn illustrations, like all those little details that really make vintage cookbooks special. Today I am sharing with you literally one of the best written cookbooks, and I just love this book so hard. Boom! The Shaker Cookbook, Not by Bread Alone, by Carolyn B. Piercy. The unique recipes that have made shaker cooking, baking, and canning famous throughout the world. It's like the type of cookbook I fantasize about writing. So basically, Caroline grew up near a shaker community, and her mother also grew up near a shaker community. She is not herself a shaker, nor is her mother, but they grew up enjoying, the delicious recipes, the amazing food. If you're not familiar with who the Shakers are Anabaptists. So when you think of the Puritans and funny hats and collars and things like that, Shakers are kind of a subset of Anabaptists. Unlike some of the other groups which people think of when they think of Puritans, they think of them as being really austere and kind of, against anything that's like, papal, grandeur, like that kind of idea. The thing about the Shakers was that they believed that beauty and creating something beautiful was a reflection of God's grace and goodness. And so for them, they actually thought that it was important that the furniture that they make was not only, had a utility to it and was strong and serviceable and served a purpose, but it also had to be beautiful. It had to be something pleasing to the eye, and because for them, that was their form of worship. They'd create these beautiful things and it would, please God. And I love that. I love the idea of creating something that is delicious as well as nourishing. The philosophy behind the food here, I think, is fascinating. And she also gets into like some anthropological business, which I think is pretty neat. I mean, once again, super nerd here, so I love it. But the recipes are actually amazing. And the names of the recipes are amazing. It's like Sister Amelia's Strawberry Flumery. I don't even know what a flumery is, but sounds good, right? So I wanted to share with you my favorite recipe from this book. I actually have it on the blog, so you can check that out. You basically can go to the link below. It's for a recipe called Ohio Lemon Pie. So the ingredients are very simple. 2 lemons, 2 cups sugar, pastry for 2 crusts, 4 eggs. This is yet another very old lemon pie recipe, which the early Ohio Shakers fashioned frequently. Slice 2 lemons, as thin as paper, rind and all, place them in a bowl, it states yellow bowl, and pour over them 2 cups of sugar. Mix well and let stand for 2 hours or better. And it's all a quote, so which means that what she did was she either interviewed one of the Shaker women or found a handwritten recipe from one of the Shaker women. Anyway, this is one of my favorite books. It's also actually one of the easier vintage cookbooks to find. That's kind of why I love recommending it to people. I always see it. Whenever I'm at a vintage cookbook store, there's always like 2 or 3 copies of this knocking around. The best place to find it for me is Bonnie Slotnick's in New York. Bonnie is a buddy and also an amazing woman who owns the best vintage cookbook store. I love it. And she has amazing taste and curates a fabulous sort of selection of books. She usually has 1 or 2 of these knocking around. You can email Bonnie and she will dig one up and mail it to you. Additionally, you can find this on eBay, or you can find this on abebooks.com. That's a really great source for rare and vintage books. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit about one of my favorite vintage cookbooks. Please comment below too. I mean, I hope you like this series. This is like such a joy for me to sit and geek out over some of my favorite books. I love doing this. So please tell me if there's any books that you love that you'd like me to talk about, anything that you guys thought was interesting about these videos, or if you'd like to know more, because I'm happy to revisit these books and go into a little more detail, but I wanted to give you guys kind of fun broad strokes ideas. Anyway, thank you so much, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.